Hello farmers, welcome back to East Vineland, picking up the final bit of stones that used to be the cornfield. The two sugar beet fields are completely done, and once I get this done we can move on for the month of October. I am going to go over and sell the rest of the stones that I do have. I have brought in pretty close to $6 grand worth of stones. It's not a lot for the amount of work you gotta do, but you know what, 6,000 I didn't have before. Can we pick that up so I can turn a little bit better? There we go. Yeah, so I was looking at contracts, see if there's anything else I want to do. I didn't do any contracts in between this episode and last. And there's a couple of interesting ones out there, but I've done enough contracts this year, like I do every year. And money-wise, I think we'll be doing just fine to the winter. Which I did have a double look on while it was actually Francine who was picking up stones in this field this a little while ago. And I was trying to get in my mind what month I need to sell what stuff, because it seems like it changes this a little bit every year. So we'll have to keep our eye on it. And we are done picking up stones. I'm thinking maybe not sell any cracked corn this year. Well, maybe some. But we'll keep a whole bunch that way. I don't have to grow corn next year. And that way I won't have to plow and then pick up stones again. I mean, I could leave the stones there. It does damage your crop a little bit. I don't know if it reduces the yield at all. I can't remember what it said about stones. Other than, yeah, I'll damage your equipment a little bit more. Let's go on up and sell this stuff. So, yeah, I was kind of putting in my head, like, okay, we're getting ready to go to winter here. You know, what money, how much money are we going to bring in? What I kind of want to buy. And then, like, okay, well, I should have more money. Start looking at land around the area. And I keep forgetting how expensive the land is. Even with my, sometimes, 25% discount. Is still rather expensive. So like the grass field down by the pigs currently, because every time I load in, the owners of the fields change every time I load in. But right now I do have a 25% discount of that grass field just north of the pigsty. And even with the 25% discount, that piece of property cost me $600,000. So I don't think I'm going to have $600,000 to be able to buy the grass field. I mean, I could start saving up for it. But we'll see how we stand when the springtime comes and what we have and what I want to do with it. Now, what will help us out is, fingers crossed, it doesn't rain or snow during the... It can rain and snow at night, I don't care. But during the day, I don't want it to, because our solar panels will bring in $3,000 per hour. So, you know, the more it does that, the better for me. Scooch on down through here, sell the stones, bring this on back, we'll wash, repair everything, put everything away. Everything else should be put away back at the farm. I think I got everything washed, repaired for the most part, and put away. Not quite lined up, huh? Yeah, the stone picker is very picky. Well, not the stone picker, the lime crusher is very picky. From what I remember, you get a little bit more. I'm trying to remember. I remember doing the test in Elm Creek, but I can't remember the results. But I think someone once told us that you get a little bit more if you dump the stone into the lime crusher rather than dumping it in front of it. Well, there's about $2 grand worth. Not too bad. Gets us up to $62,241. Of course, that number will increase. I haven't checked the store. I was in the store looking, but it wasn't anything like sale items. I activated a couple more mods just in case well, I shouldn't say just in case. When we get the Mack truck. I was looking at trailers, and a lot of the trailers I was looking at, I'm like, well, what's the sense of having that trailer? The trailer I got now holds more than what the trailer for a semi would be. It didn't quite make sense to me. So I found a really decent sized trailer. I wouldn't say unrealistic. It'll hold a lot, but we'll see how it goes on. Not that I really need a grain trailer currently, but at least now I got a mod that when I do want a grain trailer for the semi, I'll have one ready to purchase. So one set of these silage bales should be fermented. I'm just going to leave them there until January when it comes time to sell them. The other ones we just wrapped up this month, so they're going to take a few months to ferment on over. Yeah, ever since I got that Anderson wrapper, a whole bunch of comments have been made about making silage bales on the series. I know someone did ask, have I ever seen about a silo bunker? Yes, I've done silo bunkers before. They were saying that it's a lot less work. Yes and no. You still got to compact it, and then of course when you want to go sell it, unless you have the auto-loading belt and a trailer to put it into, which is the easy way to pick up, kind of like what I did at No Man's Land. That will make it easier. Of course, everyone after the Anderson wrapper was like, yeah, probably should switch over to the Kuhn wrapper, which, you know, we may do so, but we got the Anderson wrapper now. We're just going to keep on using it. Let's see, this needs to be prepared for 319, and the Arion is 1664. Okay, so that is our farm pretty much done for the fall. Let's get ready to switch over to November. And if the trees start flickering in November, which they most of the time do, if they start flickering, I'll just set it to the month of December. Not advance to the month of December, but change it in the options to a fixed visual month of December so we don't get the flickering trees. Alright, so everything's put away. The cut sugar beet is being processed. Hasn't been that long, but we'll take a quick look at it because it's maybe been about an hour in game time since I last left you. I think it took about an hour, maybe an hour and a half to plow those fields and pick up the stones. Well, it was Frank and Francine. I was doing some other things while they were working. Alright, that's closed on up. Actually, I need to go back on in there. Let's see here. Let's see how the sugar beet is going through. So we had like 800 and something thousand down to 790,000 cut sugar beet. We're up to 17,000 liters of diesel. The pig food, which is the main thing, 10,000. That's a good amount because I can feed the pigs that amount. Compost that is a good thing because we get like 1,000. Is it 1,300 for compost when it's time to sell it? Let me double check on the compost what it goes for. That's the only thing we're using it for is to sell it. I know. Okay, 1153. Zadelzuck is the one that made the fuel refinery mod, and he's got some mods that will use the compost, but I'm trying to eliminate the amount of mods I do use on this series. Not mods, sorry, production buildings. Plenty of mods. What time is it? Alright, we'll just fast forward to the evening hours. And then we'll double check on the store and then go to bed. Usually used items in the store that are on sale usually are in there for about 12 hours. So I like to check it before I go to bed. And then I check it first thing in the morning to see what's going on. Just to be sure. Only a few things I'm looking for, but then again, you know, something that always surprises you. We don't have that much money yet. How much does that trailer hold? This for, I think that's the same trailer we got, isn't it? Maybe not, because it doesn't say it is. Alright, 6 o'clock in the evening, I think that's good enough. Let's go ahead and slow that down to ×5. And November, here we come. And the only thing we're doing in the month of November is selling the eggs. The eggs should be at the best price in November, but we'll double check on it. Up to $73,000, which is nice. Double check on the store. Well, that's interesting. Now, this machine here, I understand, only picks up the sugar beet. Either way, I wouldn't want it. This is part of the pumps and hoses pack, I believe, for the hoses. But nothing that we're looking forward to get right now. All right, let's go. Whoops, let me just check on the price of the eggs. Eggs are going to be up here somewhere. There we go. So the best price, it shows November. Best price should be $14.36. And we're going to be putting at our Self-Lodge very big station. $18.19, but you can see everything else is pretty close to where it should be. So let's go ahead and sell that. Actually, let me just teleport to the telehandler. Well, I don't want to say anything yet, but the trees are not flickering, and usually November is my worst time for flickering leaves on the trees. Sorry, let me put my beacon on. Although, like always, I've been fiddling with my graphic options quite a bit for Farming Simulator. So maybe I found the right combination to get rid of flickering trees. Plus, I also have a clean shader cache, so that always helps. So the new chicken coop, which is right over here. That's not too bad for only being up for about a month and a half and only having, you know, for the most part, 100 chickens at the beginning. Still 2,600 liters of eggs. And let's go ahead and bring in the cash. Those eggs sell kind of slow, so maybe I should just put them on down if they want to slide out. Okay, it doesn't want to slide off, so I might as well go ahead and just wait for it to sell completely. And then, of course, now we got the chickens that were a full coop from day one from last year. Usually I can grab 2 pallets, but today I'm having some issues. I think my pallet forks might be too wide. Let me make them a little bit narrower. Alright, I'll just grab this one pallet here. Might not be quite in the pallet, it might be above the pallet. I have good days and bad days with the pallets. Yeah, I don't think I'm quite... Now it doesn't even want to come off, so I'll sit here and wait for it to sell. But just with the eggs alone, we're going to be doing pretty darn good. So one pallet goes for about $8,300. And let's see, we got about 2, 4, 6, 7 full pallets. It's like another $50,000 worth of eggs to sell here. So we should be almost at $140,000 by the time I get done selling these eggs. There we go. Now we got 2 pallets. I'm not going to bother trying to get the other pallet off. I'll struggle more than anything trying to get it off. I'll just wait for them to sell. Last 2 pallets of eggs need to be sold. Just checked on the animals. I think we'll top off the pig. When I say top off the pigs, we'll give them some. I don't want to put more pig food in the trailer than what they can take because I had nowhere to put it if they don't take it all. I think they actually got enough to get through, but since there's no snow on the ground, we'll go ahead and take care of them today, since their day is pretty much over. So there's 140,000 I was looking for once we got done with the eggs. Alright, that's looking pretty darn good right there. So, what was it? Almost $70,000 worth of eggs we sold. Let's see if I go down here. The only thing we sold today. So, $65,795 worth of eggs. And next year should be better because we got the second chicken coop up and running. And they're not even a full coop yet. But by the time next year comes, it should be looking rather nice with the eggs. That trailer, the Joskin trailer, will be sold once we sell the sheep's milk that is in it, because we're going to buy a semi and a tanker that can handle that. Yep, we got plenty of sheep's milk to be sold. Oh, I forgot to spread lime here. I knew I was forgetting to do something. So I better spread the lime on. So our day's not quite over as of yet. I think we can use... You know, I use the T8 quite a bit, of course. So we'll grab this fella. Let's go grab the tanker, or the trailer. Got tanker on the mind, as you can tell. Yep, correct side. And we're going to see here in just a moment how much the fuel refinery did overnight. Because we pretty much quit right around 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday. So it's been well over 12, pretty close to like 16 hours since we checked on it. I did forget which one's which, but luckily I got digital signs out here. Let me know. Compost, pig food. All right. And we're up to 45,000 liters of pig food. We still have 550,000 liters of sugar beet. So I think we're going to be all set on pig food for a season. This fills rather quickly, too. Yeah, 15,000 liters I think will be good. Well, I'm kind of glad the trees are not flickering this year. You can see some cotton fields are ready to be harvested. All the grass fields, by the way, that are owned by the farmers themselves, the 3 that usually do contract work on, now they all want their grass to be turned into hay, and I don't really have the interest in doing that. If it was silage, I'd be doing it, but for hay, nope, I'm good. So the field to our left, that's the one I was talking about earlier. They want, even with a 25% discount, $599,000 and change. We're getting a good amount of manure in the manure pit. Do these pigs run over? No, these pigs don't run over. The straw is still sitting over there, so we're not going through the bedding that much. Let me check on the pigs now, because I don't know how much this feed trough will hold. All right, this feed trough will hold maybe like 60 or 70,000 liters of pig food, so that's not a problem. They should be taking that straw directly over there, but if they're not, it's okay, we'll take care of it. The straw only helps the pigs give us solid manure. And this whole space down here, I could eventually merge it with a field, that right there, which we don't own. I have to wait until we own. Or I can just keep it open for future possible productions or what have you. I'm not quite sure what we're going to be doing there yet. All right, let me go put the grain trailer away. We'll grab the spreader. And we'll grab some lime and get the grass field taken care of. Actually, you know what? I can do that in the springtime, because that grass is going to kind of reset anyway. So, yeah. We can put that off until the springtime. Alright. Got that trailer put back away. When I put this garage down, I figured, well, it's going to hold just about everything that we need. And when I finally do buy a grain trailer for the semi, that's barely going to fit in there along with everything else. And this barn is, I don't want to say full, but it's actually, it is full. Between the 3 tractors, we got our regular drill, water tanker, and our wrapper. It's kind of full in here as well. The one price I need to check on is the flour. Alright, so the best price right now we are looking at Don't look at our selling lodge price because that adds a little bit of extra because we're self-marketing. We're not paying a middleman. We're looking at 600, but it should be next month where it gets up in December, pretty close to 700. So, I mean, we're not too far off from that, but we'll wait another month here. I should be all set with everything. All the animals should be all set. The pigs were the only one I was concerned about. Alright, I'll see you in the month of December, unless something comes up for sale in the store in the afternoon hours. But it's only like a couple of items, so likely not. But yeah, I'll see you in the morning of December. And we got some flour to sell. Well, it's raining and then turned to snow. Hello, December. Sheep's milk, we're full. Up to 175 grand. That is nice. What do we got here? The Volvo is kind of nice, but don't really have a need for it. I mean, in the future, something like getting the manure out of the pigsty would be kind of interesting. Forklifts, I'd never been one for forklifts. So nothing there. Flour. How are we looking at flour? So, yeah, upper 700s or near 700. 684 is the best price. And 681 is the best, but of course, self-selling lodge, 865 and climbing. So let's go ahead and sell some flour today. Well, I wonder if I'm going to get the flickering grass because of the frost. That could happen. These are fermented, right? Yes, they are. So I'm going to unwrap these. These are for next month. Well, I don't know. I should double check. It's late December, early January. These will not be ready. They're not even close. Yeah, 63% for those. So, let's see. I think the telehandler with our baling trailer. And hopefully I can get all the flour back up here because there's no straps on that. So, I hope I don't get T-boned somewhere from a car when I go down and unload. What I need to do is I need to go ahead and... Oh, we're still making... Wrong one. We're still making some flour. Almost processed all that barley from September. Was it September? We're still processing it. The corn's still going through, but instead of storing, I need to put that on... Nope, wrong one. Sorry. Flour. I will need that on spawning. 125,000 liters. Luckily, those pallets are 4,000 liters apiece, so... like 30 some odd pallets I gotta put on that. Can the telehandler haul that? We're about to find out. How are we doing over here? Still 245 liters of sugar beet. We're up to 66,000 liters of diesel. I could sell some diesel, but I have to buy the semi and the tanker, which is not a problem. 231 liters of compost. Pig food up to 76,000 liters. The pig food still, I don't know if that's enough for the amount of pigs that we could have in the future. For now, it's going to be fine, but in the future, that's... I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. So I think next year, I would like to be able to get another 750,000 liters of sugar beet off our fields. But with crop rotation, we're going to have to find some way to do it. Let me turn the beacon on. All right, it's going to take me a moment or two to get down to the grain mill. I'll start loading up those pallets. 30 pallets. That's going to be quite a bit. Luckily, most of the land around here is flat, so maybe this telehandler can haul it back up. We got to bring it back up to the selling point up here. Get a whole bunch of cash. At least that is the plan. Yeah, I'll see you down at the grain mill, and I'll start the painful process of me trying to load them up with the pallet forks onto here. And hopefully I don't keep knocking them over, because like I said, no straps on this thing. Alright, just get this lined up somewhere in this general area. Call that good. And more are just going to keep spawning, I think, than what is here. 2 is all I can pick up at a time. Alright, the first couple of pallets I had a rough time getting off, but I feel like I'm in a rhythm now, so I'll bring you guys back to watch. Every time I grab 2, and the time I get back, 2 more have respawned. And we're looking at about 30 pallets, so if I can get 15 on the bottom, and I can double stack it, that would be what we're going to do. And I would definitely drive very carefully back on up to the farm. With the amount of money I got, I could buy the semi, and I could buy the Crone trailer like we use on No Man's Land and on Silver Run to auto load or just load. I want to try to avoid using the auto loaders more as I go along. Autoloaders in Farming Simulator have always been, I think, 50-50 with my audience. It always seems like half the people are like, heck yeah, I use them, and the other half are like, oh, you're cheating. So, why would you use an autoloader? I actually, it may sound weird saying this, because you always see me use the autoloader, but I actually prefer loading them up manually. But for time-wise, time constraints that I have, sometimes when I make a video, doing the autoloader just makes it so much easier because I get more done in an episode. Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Alright, so looks like I should be able to, well, I could stack them as high as I want to with the telehandler, because this boom will stick out quite a long ways. But I wouldn't want to stack it higher than 2 tiers. Why aren't you picking up the other pallet? I should be lined up well enough with it. There we go. Steady as she does. Steady as she does. No, 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 no. You get up there. This is where the straps would come in handy. If you get it just right, you gotta put a little pressure down so the pallets slide off, but you can't put too much down or else you start tipping them over like I was doing. Yep. Alright, there's one. Easy as she goes. There we go. Another set on. Part of me is thinking turn off traffic when I drive back up, but where's the fun in that? Yeah, sheep's milk. We're working on it. Actually, probably after we sell this flour to help us on out, I think we'll go ahead and purchase the semi. Waiting for it to come up for sale. Yeah, you know, there's a slight chance it can. I always say there's a slight chance. How many times have I gotten lucky? Like 3 or 4 times actually getting the exact thing I need on sale. But I think we'll buy the semi and we'll buy a tanker and we'll go clear up that sheep's milk. I thought I had plenty of room to get by, but apparently not. No, I'm going to knock over a second one. Actually, the first one didn't get knocked over. This may not go well. Well, I got those uprighted. I would actually like this one just to fall right off at this point. Can I help it fall off without tipping over the trailer? I do like how Giants have worked out for the pallets to almost upright themselves. Let's see, 2, 4. I actually got 5 pallets left, so I can take the one I got on here. And double stack it with this one. I'm telling you right now, though, if this tips over, I'm not doing this again. I'm going to use super strength. No. A little higher. A lot of you that are probably pros at this saying, this guy sucks. Yes, I do. I have no problem admitting to that. Alright, 2 more times. Hopefully everything goes well. And then we're on our way and we'll just sell all the flour. And we are good. Okay, last 2. Alright. Now, it's a matter of getting this all back without tipping it over. Sometimes, though, just doing this. Alright, all nice and smooth. I'm not going to bother trying to back up to get onto the road. I got a couple pallets in the back that are a little bit on edge. I'm just taking it nice and slow because I don't want nothing. I want to see how it's going to handle. But right now, it's I don't see nothing jiggling around, so it's all looking pretty good. And the telehandler can haul that much flour. I hope there's no dip here or anything on the edge of the road. Traffic-wise, we're looking good. Alright, so if everything goes well, I'll meet you back at the farm. We'll sell this stuff. Bring in, I'm guessing like 100 grand? Dangerous intersection here because the traffic just comes out really quick. No cars coming. I think I am home free. I can see my destination in sight. I did have a couple cars behind me. I'm not going to bother looking because I don't want to get this far and then drive off the road and hit a tree and everything falls everywhere. And this should sell right off the trailer. Go kind of slow because I don't need to be passing up the sell points. I'm trying to back on up. Our environmental score should be good as well. I think we're at like 97%, so we're getting like 14. Oh, we got one pallet that tipped on its side. We should be getting a 14% bonus. And actually, it's looking a lot better than I thought it was. We're going to hit 300,000? Yes, we did. So, about 122,000 in flour. And plus this. Sweet. Traffic anywhere? Nope, we are good. I always forget, this telehandler cannot turn a sharp corner with this baling trailer. I don't know why. Must something to do with a hitch system where it hits the frame somehow. Alright, so we got to take care of the sheep's milk problem. Oh, and I should double check on the pigs and the animals to see how they're doing. The pigs, yeah, they're doing good. Everything's in the red, but this is going to last them quite a while. These chickens here, They are good. This is the new pen. Remember, we just got 100 chickens originally. We're up to 300. That's almost a full pen. They're doing fine on feed. Yep, we're full of sheep's milk, and you guys could use some hay or grass. So we'll have to take care of that. And if you're wondering about the damage, that's not on the telehandler. That's all on the baling trailer, which we'll be using either later this evening or first thing in the month of January for all the silage bales and straw bales that we got to sell. So more money coming on in, but we're getting ready to spend some. Well, while I'm in the telehandler, let's go ahead and grab a bale here. We'll grab one of these, one on top. Swing and a miss. A little lower, I guess. And they'll take that whole bale, I'm sure. It's not time to It's not time to sell the sheep's milk yet. I thought it was December, but I think it's going to be February for the sheep's milk. I remember in the beginning, we didn't have that much stuff to sell, so it was easy to keep track of everything. Now we got a whole bunch of different stuff. Yeah, so December, not the greatest time for sheep's milk. Actually, I don't even see the line here to tell me where we are. $8.38 is the best price. Well, it's climbing, so it's getting there. But we're not quite there yet. Let me turn that beacon off. All right, into the store. Double check here. Nope. All right, so trucks. This map is made by Mack Trucker, so we're going to get ourselves a Mack truck. We're going to get this one right here. This is a mod by Stevie. I've seen these paint jobs somewhere else before as well, I think. Not too sure. And I really like the looks of this. It's the basic white and black with gold striping, or yellow striping as it is. I'm not going to go nuts like I did on the root crop harvester. I'm getting a lot of comments on that. Yeah, I know it's bizarre paint job, but that's what we're going with. Anyways, we're going with the big engine, 768 horsepower. It only costs $3,000 more to get that. Wheel setup. Do I want the wide tires on there? We could be doing some field work in the future, but I think we're going to go with the standard tires on this one here, just because. There are different designs on this one here, and I just kind of like this one right here. And I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna bother to change the color or anything. So that brings us up to $117,000 for that, which is fine. Actually, they're charging me for the colors. I didn't even change them. It's kind of cruel. Nope. I'm just trying to see. Should I get the hubs to match the trim? The gold striping. I mean, if you're going to charge me for it. Actually, it's $3,000 for that. Was that chrome? And $1,000 for the paint. I think if I went black, it'd be too much black. And if I went white... Actually, that doesn't look too bad. I like it better than the yellow. But my color choices are always weird anyways. Let's go ahead and buy that. Of course we buy that because on this series we can't lease anything. Then we need to go to... I gotta remember where these tankers are. Is it under trailers? I think it's under trailers, even though it's a tanker. Yep, there it is. So we're not going to change much on this one either, other than the color. So we're going to stick to a normal capacity, which is still 67,000 liters. I can go unrealistic up to 2.5 million, but that's a lot. Wheel setup and everything, we're going to keep the same. Main color, we're going to go yellow-ish, because the sheep's milk color is kind of, not the sheep's milk itself is yellow, but the icon for sheep's milk is yellow. And we don't want to get our milk trailer mixed up with our diesel color. We don't need any attachers. I'm not going to do anything too fancy here. Design color. Where's the special editions, is it? Yeah, that's what I want. The black bell. So it takes all that chrome, changes it to black. That works for me. 21,820. Let's go ahead and buy that. All right, so now we're back down to 168,000, but you know what? Now we got ourselves a semi. There it is. And with that much horsepower, should have no problem hauling anything around. Those backup lights are kind of bright. And with the yellow, it kind of gets in the mix of the gold tint or the gold trim on the Mack truck. So we got beacons. This thing, max speed is 51 miles an hour. Feels kind of weird going this fast in this map because I haven't done that yet. Watch out, traffic, here I come. Alright, let's go collect all that sheep's milk and then we'll have it in storage. The other tanker, the Joskin trailer, we'll sell that after we sell the sheep's milk next month. Trying to find the best way to get in here. Originally I think let's back up to it, which I'm doing, because I can get 2 at a time, and then I'm thinking it's only going to load up 1 at a time anyways. All the lids open, so I'm going to sit here. I got plenty of pallets of sheep's milk to load on in, and it's going to take me a bit. So I'll see when I get done, whenever that might be, and then we'll take a look at the silage pricing, see if I want to sell this month or wait until next month. Well, that's all the sheep's milk from the barn itself, but now I'm going ahead and taking it from the Joskin trailer and putting it into ours, the one we just currently bought, and we're up to 48,000 liters of sheep's milk. Okay, 49,000. 50,000. I think that held 10,000 liters of sheep's milk, maybe? There we go. It says it's all done. We'll take its word for it. And I'm going to park the Mack Anthem. Oh, no, it's not a Mack Anthem. This would be a Mack. I'm drawing a blank, but it's not an Anthem. Yeah, I can't remember. So that should be empty. Okay, so they're all set. Let's go ahead and take a look at the silage prices right now. It's usually January contracts. It's usually early January, late December. Straw prices might be a good time to sell. I think I went by it. There we go. Silage right now is $193. Yeah, see, it's showing last year the best price was in January at $190. $193. I should go ahead and sell that in case the price goes bad. And straw, best price is $52. And we are good there. The selling lodge next to our farm, I can't sell there. That only takes loose straw, and we got baled straw. So I think we'll go ahead and sell that stuff now. I think the T8 looks like some more sheep's milk has respawned in already. There we go. Let's go grab the baling trailer. I'll grab the straw first. And start making some trips. I didn't see where I was going though. I don't think it's going to matter too much. 48, 48, 48, 48. So it doesn't really matter where I bring the straw. The silage, farm shop south. Okay, I mean, it's $5 more, so I'll probably bring it down there. So the straw bales doesn't matter. But the silage bales all the way down south. I don't remember how many trips I'm going to have with the straw. It looks like 2. And that is not the way you want the autoloader to work. This is not going to go well right here, you watch. Boom. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. That's what happens when you get bales on the back that are not technically loaded on. I'll get those later. Alright, I can drive across my fields, nothing in them. I'm going to go over to the biomass heating plant in the center of the map. Best place to sell them, I think. Yeah, traffic's going to stop there because I got a straw bale there. It'll deal with it. So, bigger bales and a better price in the winter. I'm hoping maybe 20 grand. Usually with the Kubota, I was getting like 10 to 12 in the summer. But the price is better in the winter, and these bales are bigger, so can I get somewhere around 20 grand for this? Maybe better than 20 grand. 30 grand. Okay. So next load won't be as good because we don't have as many bales. And I'm wondering if I should keep any bales for the sheep. Yeah, for the pigs. And they still got the 2 bales down there. So I'm going to say go ahead and sell them all. Well, there's about another 20 grand. So now it's time to go ahead and sell the silage bales. And it's going to be about 4 trips, I think. Because I do have some from the Kubota. And I can't add those. I can't mix up the bales. So it's probably going to take me 4 trips in total. All the way down south, but we should be over 300,000 easily once we're done, I would think. So I'll meet you down there for the first sale and see what we get from those. Even by taking the shortcut by cutting across all the fields, it's a long drive down here. I'm going to have more trips than I thought I was going to have. I'm guessing maybe 4 more trips after this one. I do have maybe that slurry tanker always catches me here. I do have about another half of a trailer of these round bales I got to bring down. I see 3 full trailer loads of square bales by the chicken coop, and I got the bales also down at the main farm. Oops, I forgot to do that, so let's lower those. Not going to get them all in this truck right here. There we go. Up to 275,000, so we're going to be way over 300,000 by the time I get done. So I'm going to get back to the main farm. I'll just kind of show you how many silage bales we got. I'll keep making trips back and forth, and then I'll probably bring it back for the last load I'm bringing on down so we can see the grand total. But, yeah, a lot of trips back and forth, and unfortunately we're kind of in the northwestern part of the map. And the sell point is at the southeastern part of the map. So, luckily no crops are growing, so I'm just cutting into a straight line back to the farm and then back down here. Do that, like I said, about 4 times. As you can see, we got 3 full trailers of the square bales up here. Okay, maybe a few of the round bales left and the silage bales down there. I think there's about 10 of them down there. But I'm going to go ahead and, first of all, turn on this and start making my trips. And I'll see when I get just about done. So we're at 275,000. These bales are bigger, so I should get more than on the first trip down. I think, can I shoot for 400,000? Yeah, let's go for 400,000. Why not? Reach for the stars. This will be my last trip down here for the day. I still got the silage bales plus the ones that are fermenting at the main farm. So that's going to be, I'm going to say like maybe 20 bales, the square bales. So I'm going to leave those there. But this is the last of the silage bales by the chicken coops. So I was hoping for getting up to 400,000. And sometimes you don't get what you think you're going to get. So I don't know what guesses you have, but let's go ahead and sell these silage bales and see what we got up to. I mean, I could go grab the other bales and bring them on down, but then I'll have another set of bales I gotta sell tomorrow, so I'm gonna go ahead and wait on that. Sell these here. Yeah, so I was hoping for 400,000, but you know, we got up to, well, $568,959 in the bank account. Yeah, one thing I kind of forgot to take into consideration was the square bales. Those are almost double the size of the round bales, so yeah, the money added up. I mean, that the square bales I was bringing down, I was getting pretty close to like 90,000 for that delivery for one trailer. But 568,000. So I might be doing something this episode I didn't think I would be doing, but we're not done selling yet. We got to get to this month here, which we're done with. Those other silage bales will sell as soon as we can in January, but we still got to sell the sheep's milk, and we still got to sell the honey as well. I think we get like 80 grand from the honey. I don't know how much we're going to get for the sheep's milk because, let's see, what's the sheep milk go for? Like 800. We got like 50,000, so like 40,000. So we might get another 120,000, which means I might be buying that grass field just north of the pigsty for 600 grand because we should have the money for it. Anywho, I want to bring this trailer on back, park it up next to the silage bales. I'll skip through the months here. I'll see you in January. We'll sell the rest of the silage bales unless something comes up for sale, and I'll change my mind. But even if something comes up for sale, I think I'd rather buy the grass field and have that to be all ours. Just imagine the amount of silage bales we'll have next year to sell with that grass field right over here. Anywho, I'll see you in the middle of January. We'll sell the other 20 some odd bales. That should bring in a good amount of money as well, and go from there. Middle of January and things are looking good. One, it hasn't snowed or rained during the day, so our solar panels keep bringing us in $3,000 per hour. So that means we're up to $586,000. I got 24 bales, and the silage price where I'm bringing it, which is to I'll Take It, is the same price as it was yesterday. So that's a good thing. I was looking at cracked corn. Cracked corn is the best price now. It's over $1,000 per. I mean, I don't need that much cracked corn, so I might go ahead and sell that to keep bringing the cash. But let's see what we get for this first of all. This should be pretty good. Like 60 grand, somewhere in there, I would think. I'm not going to be able to get it all over the trigger here, but I'll try my best. So there's pretty close to 50. I should say pretty close to 50. That's over 50. And another 12. So, you know, it's like, I don't know, what was it, like 65? Maybe more than that. Pretty darn good. How much cracked corn do I currently have is the question. Oh, we're done with the cut sugar beet. So we're up to, well, 93,000 liters of cracked corn. That is pretty darn good. We'll turn the barley off. We'll deactivate that. Sugar beet we're done with. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that. We do have 3,734 liters of methane I could sell. We got 88,000 liters of diesel out of that. How are we doing on the pig food? Pig food? Where's the pig food? 113,000 liters. Not to compost, 317,000 liters. Oh, sugar beet did us well because that's going to get us like 340,000 when I go sell it in the summertime. Pig food's just for the pigs. Diesel, we will sell some of that. We don't need 88,000 liters of diesel. And I think, I forgot what diesel goes for. Is that $1,000 for diesel? First, I got to find it. Where's the diesel? Diesel? I'm pretty sure I went and buy it here. Where's the diesel? There it is. And the price, you know, fluctuates a little bit. $12.81, and it currently goes for, well, the best. I can't sell it to myself. I can sell it to I'll Take It, but I'm actually going to be, did I not put down the selling station for it? I thought I'd put down the manhole cover at the main store to sell diesel. Well, either way, we have enough cash. You know what? I don't want to buy anything at the stores. Well, I do want to buy stuff at the store, but I also don't want to pass up this opportunity here. Farmlands, field number 47. With our our balance. Our 25% discount gets us down to 599,747. So I want to go ahead and buy it. Wait, you don't have the money, so I got it. The reason why it says that I don't have enough money because it's trying to give it to me at the retail price. I got to remember, with the contract mod, when you got the discount, you actually got to hit the space bar on your keyboard to actually have that work. There we go. Would you like to buy this land for? Yes, I would. All right, so there goes most of our money, getting us back down to 56,000. But now we own that grass field, so I can cut that 3 times a year. We actually should get more off it because we'll have precision farming, we'll have soil samples, and a whole bunch of silage bales next year. All right, I'm going to go back to the farm, park the trailer up. You know what, I may actually repair this trailer. No, you know what, I'm not going to repair this trailer yet because it doesn't affect the trailer at all, really. We're only picking up bales. I want to think about maybe selling some cracked corn. Maybe keep about 25, so we'll sell maybe like 75,000 liters. That's $75,000. And then I'll figure out, do I want to buy a tanker? Because I'll have the money to buy a tanker, we can sell the diesel fuel as well. And that's before we even get to the honey in February. Already made one trip up here with cracked corn, making my second trip. That leaves us about 22,000 liters of cracked corn back at the grain mill. I also forgot to turn the flour back to storing, so a couple of pallets of flour has spawned, so I had to move those around, or else every time I go down to the grain mill, I'm just going to crash into them going to dump stuff off on. But anywho, I should get about $44,000 of cracked corn here being sold. Best prices up here in the Northwest. I did not expect to get this much money during the winter months here, but here we are. Yeah, I forgot about, I still got sheep's milk, the diesel fuel we're going to sell, and also we got the honey pallets that we need to sell as well. Yeah, so there's another about $45,000 worth of cracked corn. That's a nice good of income. So 22,000 liters of cracked corn left for the chickens. All is well. I think I'll wait on the diesel for another month. Let me go back to the farm. I got to double check on the prices of everything else, see where it stands. So either I'll see you again shortly. Well, either way, you're going to see me again shortly. Selling something. I just don't know if it's going to be in January or if it's going to be in February. Who knows? It is time to sell the sheep's milk. I'm glad I got the biggest engine I could in this Mack truck. Oop. Yep, can't turn that sharp there. Yeah, even we got 60,000 liters of sheep's milk, and to get up to speed, it took it quite a while. So glad I went with a bigger horsepower engine. I mean, it only cost $3,000 more. And those sheep are producing milk really fast now. They were just about full once again. I did sell the other Joskin trailer, by the way. Instead of bringing it down to the store, I just sold it directly. I got actually $9,000 for it, which I'm actually surprised on. Brand new, it was 12, so not too bad. I'm not going to stop in time. I'm probably going to actually hit the fence in front of me. Yep. Not used to carrying how much weight, I guess. All right, $855 per. So if I get like $50,000, that would be nice. I can't remember the last time I sold sheep's milk. It might have been a year and a half. So we must have a full pen by now. I don't know if we had one last year. But if I can get 60,000 worth of sheep's milk out of them per year right now, that's not too bad. Just trying it on out here. Yeah, so about $55,000 worth of sheep's milk. Can I still scooch around like this? I kind of can't. Yeah, this is not a regular trailer I'm trying to bring around here. So as for the honey and the diesel fuel, I think we'll wait until the month of February. Oh, this episode's going to be a long one. Because we still got to sell stuff. Alright, so future reference, I cannot scooch around these buildings at all, apparently. I'll have to back in out of here. Meanwhile, Superman time. Can I move that trailer over? Anyways, I'll see you in February. We'll have to buy another tanker because we can't put diesel in this one. And we'll sell the honey as well. Well, I'm getting kind of lucky. It's only snowing and raining at night, which means during the daytime the sun's out. And we're getting money from our solar panels. As for the money situation for selling stuff, diesel, I think we'll hold off onto that another month. And also the same can be said for the honey. Apparently the honey right now is looking like... Where's the honey? Looks like March might be the best month now. Now it's showing March. $11.59 is a high price, and it's showing now March. So we're about $100 less. So I think we're going to go ahead and wait on that. But not too bad. We're up to almost $250,000 after spending, let's see, $100,000 plus for the truck, about $30,000 for the tanker, and $600,000 on the land. We will buy another tanker for the diesel fuel next episode. Possibly sell the diesel fuel. We'll have to wait and see on that. But we got our own grass field to take care of. And, yeah, I don't know how much honey we got. The bees don't actually make honey in the winter, I don't think. So we'll have to see how that goes. But we'll have a lot more work to do because we got a new grass field. We're going to have to take soil samples and see what that field needs to get that all prepped. And then, of course, we got our own fields. We got to figure out the crop rotation and see what needs to be done and what needs to be planted where. But if I can get more sugar beet in, that'd be great. You guys have made a lot of eggs already. And even the new chicken coop is making wonderful eggs as well. And as you can see, we're going to have plenty of honey to sell. At these are 1,000 liters per on these, yeah. So these are a little over $1,000 per. So, yeah, whatever we get. I don't know how many are here. Maybe 40. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Let me head on down to... first of all, the pigs. Do they need food? Yeah, they ran out of food. Okay, so I'll have to take care of that before I move on to the month of March. But yeah, this field up here, what does it say for care? pH value, for a little while it said it was bad. Must be when I was doing my field. I had a field here originally. It must be when I did soil sampling. You can kind of see it kind of ran over to this field here. So pH value is bad. Crop rotation is good. Thinks it was fallow and fallow, but we know it's grass and grass. So yeah, we got to get this grass field up and running. Even says ready for harvest, but we're not going to harvest until it's full height. What I'm thinking we might do, the barn for bales, I might put down here. We got the space for it down here. And if we're going to be doing a lot of silage off that field, the barn would be nice right down here. And it's kind of more centralized in the map. And then whenever I need bales for the sheep, because we'll put hay bales in here as well. Sheep don't need that much feed anyways. Just come down here, get a couple bales, and bring them on up. But I got to take care of the pigs, make sure they're nice and fed. Yes, they do like to extend them beyond their fence boundaries, but that's fine. Manure, we're getting up there on the manure. And on the slurry, how are we doing on the slurry? That's going to be kind of key for me this year. Slurry is looking really, really good. Because I do have the pumps and hoses pack now. And I want to give it a try in this field. I haven't tried it yet. I haven't even seen a video on it yet for FS22. Was that a mod in in 19? I can't remember. So many mods throughout the years, you can't remember what happened when. I think it might have been, but maybe not for slurry. I don't remember. Well, but we'll have to give it a try this year and see how it goes. But our money will go up in March from selling the honey and, of course, diesel fuel. And then another thing I would like to buy next would be the Big Crone M to start cutting some grass. I mean, we can keep doing with our Kubota, but if I get the Big Crone M, there is a fuel tanker in here for sale, by the way, but we need a bigger one than that. If we go to mowers, where's the mowers? It should be here somewhere. I'm looking right at it. I know I am. Am I not? There it is. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for right here, because this one, I can haul behind the baler right behind it. So that would be kind of good for us right there. And what's the cost on that? It's only, I don't want to say only $380,000, but that's something we might be able to afford after selling some diesel and some honey. We're be getting pretty close up there. So that could be our next purchase. And if I purchase that, then I'll probably sell the mowers that we got, get a little money back on that. But yeah, I need to stop recording because it's been going on long enough. I don't know how long this episode is going to be, but it was a good episode. I think we brought in like $750,000, somewhere around there. You can do the math if you want. I'm just going to guess somewhere around there. And I went through the month of November, December, January, February, with no trees or frost flickering. I don't know. So I consider that a 2 thumbs up episode. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in East Vineland. But until then, have a good one.